The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Richard Martin here with new cross-country coach Mike Spooner. And Coach Spooner, you're here to announce the 2021 cross-country schedule. Of course, the team hasn't competed in over a year, and it'll be 664 days between team competitions for them when they compete in their first meet. Before we get into the schedule, what any challenges you faced with having to come up with a schedule after a couple of years away?
Well, the biggest challenge was obviously taking into a fact that a lot of the kids had not raced recently, going in with a clean slate and be able to take a look at that. The one challenge was making sure, looking back at past results, which was really 2 years ago of results, seeing what teams traditionally showed up at different spots in terms of where I felt our team would be most relevant in terms of competition, what could be getting the most from things. So really it was, hoping to find trends and patterns of schools in terms of where they went, which a lot of distance programs do sometimes get into the habit of going to the same places. So that was, making sure going through past history of different meets in order to put together a schedule that I think will benefit our squad this year.
And we'll just dive right into the schedule. You start off Tusculum Open right up the road against one of the rivals in the conference. Going to be a lot of SAC teams there. Do you think a meet like this will, one, get you back ready in shape to see where you are after a 2-year layoff, and two, just kind of see how you measure up against the rest of the conference?
So I had the opportunity to talk to the coach from Tusculum about the meet, and so obviously it is very close to us. So it doesn't. It allows me to train the kids without having to worry so much about travel days or anything like that, and getting them ready for the meet. It is a 5K. On the boys' side, it's a little shorter than what they're used to. Girls' side, pretty close to what they are used to. So I looked at that shorter distance in terms of us getting our gears back into racing, because obviously it has been a long time before they've done a cross-country race. So for me, getting them to a distance that's a little short, I think encourages them to race more aggressively instead of being more reserved if we were to go a longer distance. And so that's why that meet was ideal for me. And then, of course, having the conference presence for me as a new coach allows local athletes' families come watch their kids. And then, obviously, for me, an opportunity to get to meet them as well.
And we'll skip over the first Queens meet and go right to the Live at Lou Classic. That's a newer event, but the squad has been up to Louisville before and was successful the last time up there. Rachel Strayer came in third in a Division I meet at Louisville. What can you tell us about this Live at Lou Classic meet in October?
So the course there at Louisville is one that even in my days I ran a few times as well. And then the times that I didn't and our team was there, I would do a workout on the course. It's a course that encourages aggressive pace at the beginning of the race, which I think as we look towards the other courses, the two Queens meets, and then obviously our conference meet is there as well. And so on the Calpine, it also encourages an aggressive pace in the first mile. So when I looked at that middle meet during those few invitations, I really kind of thought, okay, what's going to be our trend? What's going to really get us ready for that conference championship? And that was what I knew about the Louisville course that I thought would be most helpful to keep that constant mindset and attitude for our team. Obviously, we get a look at a lot of different schools, not just in our conference, but in the area as well, to kind of see how we're doing. It was later enough in the season that gives me more time to train with the team and get us ready to really start hitting on all cylinders as we get into October.
And looking at McAlpine Park, you might need to set up a P.O. box there, because you're going to be going there 2 times in the regular season and, of course, for the conference championship. Talked about this with Coach Needs about track last year when they went to Lenore-Rhine before the outdoor championships. Do you think going to a course, and especially going there twice before a conference championship, kind of helps you know the course, understand what would happen, and if something comes up with different weather, what you can do in that situation?
Yeah, the familiarity there is going to be huge, especially for any athlete, but obviously the mind is a powerful tool. And so once you get there and you're constantly there and you then know, okay, I know this place, I've been here before, by conference time twice before, it'll allow us there to not have the jitters of, oh my gosh, this is the conference championship. It kind of relaxes you of, hey, This is, the McAlpine course. This is what I did wrong. This is what I did great. And if it's wrong, we fix it. If it's great, we push through that. So I think with this year, as we are building the program, obviously with a different coach, but also with different athletes and having so much time between the last time they've ran cross country, I do think that overemphasizing being on that course is actually going to be a good thing instead of something where they get stale, like, oh, I'm back here again. I just think that with cross country being so far removed, they're just going to be excited and thankful to race at all, no matter where it is, let alone the same course again and again.
And finally, I guarantee you, Southeast Regional is going to be in Spartanburg, South Carolina, the Milliken Park. It's a big-time course. D1 races are run there, and, of course, with the regional being run there. Also, a course that's very familiar to Carson-Newman. What can you really just tell us about this course and how these other regular season meets and the conference meet will prepare this team for the Southeast Regional?
So for me, the big notion was if we do what we need to prepare ourselves for the conference championship, that will hopefully give us the results and the positive notion going into the regional. So if I put more emphasis on the regional and less on the conference, then I would, the guys and girls may not go into it with that full, that full confidence as they would if we really get ourselves ready for the conference, do great there, and then feed that energy going into the regional. I did look at the regional as a regular season meet location. I chose to go to Louisville instead, just to continue the encouragement of the good habits that I think that we need to apply as a team in terms of, listen, if we're not in the race, we're never even going to think of winning the race. And so continuing that domino effect of learning those good habits of, if we're here to race, we're here to do something about it, not just be part of it. And so I do think that as we use these regular season meets and their locations to continue to encourage that, whether it be naturally or forced, I think that'll get us into the right place that we need to be racing-wise come the regional.
Coach Spinner, thank you for your time and good luck this season.
Awesome, thank you.
Eagles open up for the first time in over 600 days on September 3rd at the Tusculum Open.